Hello everybody, Avian here. I've taken some footage from the Battle of Atlantic with Gambit Gaming and XDG, and I'm going to use it to teach you guys some things. So you guys need to watch this clip and see what happens in game.
This quickly, then he will join the team.
I don't put this past Gambit. They're that team that surprises you after 1 second of losing a fight. Diamond up and down. He is safe from Pel. And they are going right on the Edward. He couldn't move. It is going to get obliterated right there. And he does go down. Diamond maybe next. Zuna is in a bad spot right now with those ADs and APs around him. And like I said, they can just turn it around like that. Triple kill for Alex each.
So in this fight, what happened is the Leona ult came down. And as Elise and Leona went to dive Edward, who was playing Annie, you can see that Elise and the Genja are positioned at the back, safe. Except Warwick and Riven are on their way to Syndra. Now, Shyvana then also goes to follow up as well as her other team on the Leona engage, so Warwick and Riven can freely channel whatever damage and control they want to onto Syndra, and then they get to turn for Sivir. Once Edward dies, Shyvana and Lee run for Lucian, who actually comes around to Dragon rather than going into the tri-bush. They get to take down Leona and they've won the fight. The reason that Gambit Gaming won this fight over XDG is because of their hard crowd control. Because of Elise, Annie, Riven and Warwick, there's a lot of hard crowd control in those comps. However, Shyvana, Lee Sin and Sivir add up for a lot of utility and disruption along with Syndra, and Leona's the only real form of crowd control on their team. Now, they actually use all of their mobility and sort of mobility to engage upon Gambit, who are then just able to turn around and stun them all. Once they've used all their mobility and they're stunned, they can't get away and they just die. They should have played it differently and used the mobility to find a place where they could have picked a fight that would have benefited them. Here's another team fight from this game, and the exact same thing happens again where Leona's ultimate came down, they engaged and they got all the follow up with the mobility they had on their team. At which point Gambit turned around, stunned them all and pretty much killed them off.
They're getting a significant amount, but they don't get the objectives after. Again, Edward gets so much focus here, but they end up kicking him out at half life. And then, since Darien ults in onto Man Cloud, they all have to collapse, and they just get AoE down when Edward comes back into the fight, and Genja arrives to do a point-blank culling to the face, and just annihilates the rest of the entire team.
So many ifs in that fight. If he didn't kill...
So the advice that I have for anybody here is that if you're playing in a team comp that has a lot of utility against a team that has a lot of crowd control, I wouldn't suggest using your abilities and mobility to actually get a clear engage off. I would wait for the enemy to try and make a move first, or for you to be able to pick the fight when it's ideal for you. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you let me know in the comments below, because it's a little bit different when I analyze this kind of professional play. I've never done that before and I might continue to do it. Also, in regards to my last video, I have chosen a few people who are going to be doing the commentaries with me, but you have to stay posted because I'll tell you all about it after the new year. And finally, I'll be uploading a few commentaries over the Christmas period. For example, I recorded a Janna commentary, a Soraka commentary, stuff like that. Just little commentaries to keep the content coming whilst I enjoy my Christmas off work and stuff. So all the best to you guys, and I'll speak to you soon.